Hey Insiders, Eric here from MUBUTV, and on today's episode of the Indie Insider series, we sit down with Canadian indie artist Amy Hef, who talks about the value of a formal music education, how she attracted the interest of her booking agent, gathering the resources to record her debut EP, and what it took to build her team as an independent artist today. Stay tuned. This episode of the MUBUTV Insider video series is brought to you by the Music Business Registry. The Music Business Registry is the leading music industry publisher of the most up-to-date contact information for major and independent record label A&R, music publishers, artist managers, music attorneys, music supervisors, and much, much more. The Music Business Registry is the trusted industry standard and source serving the music business community for over 30 years with the most accurate and up-to-date contact information available. Their titles include the A&R Registry, the Film and Television Music Guide, the Music Publisher Registry, and the Music Attorney Registry. All of their publications are available in PDF, CSV, or online subscription. Visit musicregistry.com and use coupon code MUBUTV10 at checkout. That's musicregistry.com, coupon code MUBUTV10. When you're ready to put your music to work, musicregistry.com. Hi, we're here at the first annual Global Rock Music Summit here at the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, California. And we managed to catch up with Amy Hef, one of the showcasing artists here tonight. Amy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's great.
It's nice to be up this early.
Yes, I know. I wanted to start off with, because this is something that's near and dear to my heart. I know that you're a graduate of the Musicians Institute, as I am.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if you could talk to us a little bit about that, what your experience and what it taught you.
Yeah, for sure. So I came out here from Canada. My brother went to MI in '89, I think, and he had the studio out here. So I wanted to work with them, and I needed a visa, so I got into MI, and I took the recording artist program, and at 6 months, and I learned how to record my own demo and just writing and networking people, and I learned a lot and had a great experience. met some of the best friends in my life there too. So
that's awesome. Yeah. MI is the best. So
yeah.
So let me ask you, as an independent artist, you recorded your first EP, I think by yourself, right? You did your first EP on your own?
Yeah, with my brother.
Oh, okay. And how were you able to make that happen? Obviously everybody struggles. A lot of our audience are independent musicians like yourself. So how were you able to make that happen?
I'm very lucky because my brother moved out here from Canada in '88 to do music.
Right.
And then he got record deals and all those kind of things in the mid-90s, and then he could not get the recording he wanted, so he built his own studio.
Right.
And he became an incredible producer and mixer, and I'm just lucky enough to be his sister. And he likes me, and we work really well together, and we so I have my own recording space.
Yeah. And it's awesome because that leads me to my next question. How was it working with your brother, Doug, who I know is an established producer and, and a musician in his own right? How was that? Did that really help you with your process as far as recording and songwriting?
I think it's a trust thing, right? He has no other intentions but for me to sound great.
Right.
And, I think that's really important. And the trust thing, and because it's hard to trust people in this industry, but
right.
I know having family.
How did you trust in your brother?
Because I'm dad's favorite, so I always call dad if something happens.
Wow. So, how was it working with him finding your voice as an artist? Because obviously this is the first time you were recording, so I guess everything was kind of maybe new to you, or had you been recording in the past?
Yeah, it was all kind of new. I'm originally a drummer, so I was always kind of in the back seat.
Right.
And I knew I wanted to sing and that kind of thing. So it kind of started out, singer-songwriter thing, kind of basic at first. And then the more I kind of started noticing other bands and seeing more live music, like Lady Gaga and all this stuff was coming out, and Katy Perry, and it's oh, that's good energy. I'm a fun person. I need to have more energy in my songs. So it's kind of a developing thing for the last 8 years of going from singer-songwriter to this pop rock. A lot of energy in the song, a lot of fun.
And was it something that was really scary for you? Because typically drummers like to be in the back. And, so making that transition.
It was a pretty easy transition, actually, because I always kind of played and sang, but it was a good little jump forward, and found it pretty comfortable.
Cool. So I wanted to ask you, because I know in 2012, you beat out hundreds of contestants in this competition. I guess it was a radio competition that was in Canada.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, I think there was a prize involved. I don't know if it was a monetary prize or what. And did that help you with your financial backing, as far as taking your career to the next level for your next phase of, what you were doing?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So it was $210,000.
Really?
Yeah.
My God.
And it was I just invoiced them like business wise, like what I would need to write off, and met a lot of contacts and got to work with a lot of great people. And when the money ran out, they're still around, so it's kind of one of those things that I made my really good team this year, I find. And because I was able to do it full time and
Right.
give it all my all. And I recorded my album, and
Right.
it's a piece of work that I'm just so proud of. And, right there's all the money spent, really
Right.
well, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I noticed, because you're talking about your team, how did you attract a booking agent? Because I know as an independent artist, or technically unsigned artist, I think you have a pretty big booking agent, involved with what's going on. How were you able to manage to do that?
Contacts. Friend Darren Minnesota, he's been helping, with my career in Canada and stuff. He's a great friend. He's a booking guy for clubs, and works with Ralph James a lot. And he's like, he's got to be your agent. And Ralph James from the booking agency is my agent. He's the president of the agency group.
Right.
And yeah, great man. I went to Toronto and I got to play acoustically for The Office, and he's like, yeah, I'm your man. So yeah, we've been working together. This will last like 6 months or so. So we're still in the building out phase, and it's going to go really well. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And talking about that with your team, with the booking agent, you also managed to build an impressive team of, I know you work with Tom Callahan.
Yeah.
We've actually interviewed here on MUBUTV before. So
that was awesome.
that's really cool. How, our audience would be very interested to know how you attracted that team. You've got the booking agent, you've got the manager. How did those things all come together for you?
I think just networking and my just being honest and my personality. I think just yeah, and I had the music ready. I'm ready. I think it's been 8 years of developing it and my songs, and I think people are noticing the songs are really ready, and
Right.
I need that extra push because I've done all I could do, I think, independently on my own.
Right.
And I've worked hard, and I think people notice that, and they see that I need that help. And there are some nice people out there that really want to help and are talented, and we just click. I think it was just something that clicked. There's been a lot of people in my past where I thought we were clicking and it just didn't work. And
Right.
and now it seems like everything's just kind of clicking, and I think that's just not stopping. I think that's not giving up perseverance and
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
Our audience would want to know, what's the biggest or the greatest piece of advice you can give to them as far as trying to advance their career and trying to get to the level where you're at now, where you're almost at that crossover stage where you've got the team, everything's ready to go now,
Yeah.
it's just straight up to the top. What piece of advice would you be able to give them as far as like advancing their career?
Well, like I said before, just not stopping. I think that's the only thing you could do wrong. I think as long as you're continuing to work and chip away at it, even if it's just little baby steps, those little baby steps do count in the end. And I think that's the biggest thing is just keep going, because something will happen.
Thanks so much for joining us in our conversation with Amy Hef on our special MUBUTV Indie Insider series. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to MUBUTV for more information on how to educate, empower, and engage your music career. You can also check out a summary of this episode and everything we talked about in the description as well. And if you enjoyed this video, we'd really love it if you hit the like button and let us know what other kinds of videos and types of content you would want to see on our channel. Hit us up in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.